Hello out there. Today I'm going to be talking about this fantastic 4K HDR release of Superman the movie, arguably the definitive superhero movie. Um, I don't think it's been surpassed, quite frankly. Unlike other actors who have played Superman, Christopher Reeve, he completely sold the part. I mean, he just nailed it. And not only did he nail the Superman part, but he also nailed the equally important Clark Kent part. And that is where I've always felt like Henry Cavill, while he physically looks the part and has done a fine job as Superman, I don't think he comes close to his Christopher Reeve's depiction of Clark Kent, which I think is equally important in the role because it's really a story of duality. And even though Henry Cavill, of course, like I said, he's also been the beneficiary of far greater special effects. Even in the part as Superman, I feel Christopher Reeve, you didn't feel like he was wearing a suit. He was just terrific, completely believable. And what is remarkable about this film is despite the fact that some of the effects do look dated, it still just grabs hold of you and you cannot deny the impact that this film has on moviegoers. And it's in large degree to Christopher Reeve and his wonderful performance. Now, of course, John Williams' score is also terrific. I don't think that there's a better score that he has composed than the Superman theme song. Just absolutely terrific. Now, this release is an interesting one in that the original film was a little soft, and I think they were doing that on purpose to perhaps hide some of the effect work, and B, give it sort of like a dreamy quality. And so to that end, I think that, even though they did go back and, go and do an original camera negative scan to 4K, it's not going to look like a brand new 4K crispy film that was shot in 2020. That said, this film has never looked better, and I just don't think it's going to look better. I think this is going to be the definitive version of the film, and so with that in mind, I would just say that if you buy it, just be prepared that there's still going to be some grain, there's still going to be a little bit of softness to the picture, but it's otherwise going to look absolutely terrific. The color grading is phenomenal. I mean, I honestly believe that it hasn't looked this good since it was first released in 1978. So it also has a lot of special features on here that have been carried over from previous versions of the film, including a wonderful documentary on the making of. And again, what can we say more about Chris Reeve in this part? The sequels, they all had their charms. Even Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, had that great moment where he being Clark Kent and Superman, he was basically having a double date, and that was a rather inspired moment. But obviously the effect work was completely shoddy. They didn't have the money to finish that picture, so they just sort of threw it together and released it, warts and all. I've always found Superman 2 to be very enjoyable, but it looks a little more dated than Superman 1. And strangely enough, Superman 3, of all things, that's the film that I tend to come back to more often than not, apart from Superman 1. I've really enjoyed, watching Superman 3 over the years. I think the duality of Superman sort of turning evil and him fighting with himself in that classic junkyard scene was just terrific. I mean, yes, the effects were a little hinky, but again, it's Christopher Reeve selling you and making you believe. So with that, I would just say, look for this Ultra HD 4K disc of Superman the movie. You won't regret it. It is bar none the best Superman film ever made, and I just don't know that it's going to be surpassed, quite frankly. I know that Henry Cavill is supposedly going to be making some more Superman films, and I'll watch them, but to date, this is the definitive film release of Superman. Thanks, everyone. Take care, and until the next time.